Mr. Deputy Speaker, I wish to raise a point of order. This is in relation to a video on the PSP Facebook and a breach of the Parliamentary Privileges and Immunities Act. So we have here a situation where you have a video from PSP which gives rise to false, misleading impression of what happened in Parliament, and it misrepresents the proceedings. I had actually spoke about this in Parliament, and I had reminded members about the obligations that members have under the PPI-PA. May I, through you, Mr. Deputy Speaker, ask Mr. Leong Mun Wai, who is the Secretary General of the PSP and therefore leads the PSP, may I ask why such a misleading post and video has been put up?
I'm quite surprised that I thought the video put up by my party was just an expression. You know, in this country, we are still supposed to have free expression. When we put as a title another instance of xia sui, what is the interpretation? Who are we referring to? Did the minister assume that the xia sui refers to the Deputy Speaker? We have no intention of saying that at all. The xia sui is what people in the public has used to refer to me. So inside the video, one very important point was about the amount of time being spent. Although the whole deliberation has lasted 6 hours, but that doesn't mean that all the questions and has been asked and all the replies that comes back has actually clarified all the facts. So in the process of debate, I was maybe slightly a bit excited and say that, no, I think I need more time to ask those questions. And that's when Deputy Speaker Sir came in and said that you're not supposed to have a debate. And so that went on, you know, some exchanges between him and me. But I thought I've always conducted myself with respect to the Deputy Speaker at that time. I didn't say anything in violation or anything, I think. Because I do learn from some of the exchanges I have with the Speaker, for example. So the difference between debate and clarifications, indeed, is a very interesting differentiation. You know, what is meant by debate and what is meant by clarifications in the context of we discussing in Parliament. So that's something we thought quite interesting. So as a result, it was in the video. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't think I have conducted myself disrespectfully at all. And by showing this video, now I hear from you about some of the interpretations that you have explained. I think I would request that you allow me to take this back and let us deliberate inside our party, and then we come out with a formal response.
There was a point when it bordered on the disrespectful, but to be fair to Mr. Leong, he caught himself at that time. So today I'm raising this point of order not in respect of what Mr. Leong said or did in Parliament. So we can set that aside and not be concerned about that. The point of order that I'm raising is with respect to the video coupled with the text in the Facebook post. They have to go together. And in this respect, firstly, Mr. Leong is the Secretary General of the party, and this is the party's Facebook, and that is why I'm directing the question to him. The second, Mr. Leong said that this was just an expression and that he thought that there was supposed to be free expression. There is free expression in Singapore, but it has never extended to falsehoods, scandalously defaming somebody, or misrepresenting situations or facts, or misrepresenting what happened in Parliament. So I just wish to make that very clear. And then the next thing, did I understand Mr. Leong correctly? Did he say that in the Facebook video, in the Facebook post, the reference to Xia Sui was a reference to him? Because the text says, in what some online commentators are calling another Xia Sui moment. So am I to understand that Mr. Leong is saying that PSP is saying that Mr. Leong and Ms. Phua have given rise to another Xia Sui moment? Is the reference to them, or is the reference to something else?
As I've said just now, my comms department specifically is using a past example about people calling me Xia Sui. Okay, so this statement, Xia Sui, on this video is also referring to me as another instance that some people online may think that is another Xia Sui instance. But so what it is a matter of communication message.
Having now explained how the video comes across and how it would be understood, then I think what would be appropriate is for the video to be taken down and for an apology in a form acceptable to Parliament. I do not ask Mr. Leong to respond to that today. As he has kindly said, they will go back and consider this. This is what should be considered, and please do let us know tomorrow. Thank you.
Minister, yes, that's what I'm going to do. And thank you for, when we do our debates and discussion in this Parliament, inevitably, if we want to have substantive discussion, there will be times where wrong things are being said. Okay, and if those things are being said, inappropriate things are being said, then I really appreciate the opportunity to get your feedback, and then we'll discuss the actions we need to take. So what you have said specifically just now is for us to take down our video. Is that all? And an apology. Okay, I will go back and we will discuss about that within our party, and we'll respond to the government as soon as we can. Thank you. Oh, response to Parliament. Okay, response to Parliament as soon as we can. Thank you.
Leader.
But just one more response in respect of what Mr. Leong just raised in his reply. I think Mr. Leong said that sometimes things are said in the heat of the moment, or you may make a mistake on the spot. That, I think, we understand, and that is why the standing orders have provisions for members to come back and give either personal explanations or to correct statements. But this video came up around midnight this morning, so end of Tuesday. The ministerial statements and the clarifications took place on Monday. So there was more than 24 hours space between the end of the clarification session and when the video was done. And when a video is done, it is not on the spur of the moment. Clearly, there is a team thinking about how to project it, how to edit it, the narrative it should have, and how it should portray its protagonists or the other people that it's talking about. So I think insofar as the heat of the moment argument is concerned, it doesn't really apply here. The video was put together for a purpose with some deliberation, but that said, I have highlighted our concerns about that and look forward to Mr. Leong coming back to us with PSP's response.